Hey, what's up guys? Today I'll show you a psychological thriller film, Would You Rather? Spoiler ahead, watch out and take care. To care for her sick brother, Iris has to give up her study and return to her hometown. She works hard and saves up for several months, but she still can't afford the cost of his treatment for leukemia. One day, she goes to meet her brother's attending doctor, because he said there is a chance that she might get a reduction of the medical expenses. When she arrives at the offices, the doctor introduces her to a local philanthropist called Shepard. Shepard is going to hold a game in his manor. He offers Iris a deal. If she can win the game, he will pay for her brother's treatment and find a bone marrow donor for him. Knowing the doctor is a beneficiary of the game, Iris becomes really interested in it, but Iris still finds it a bit odd. To play it safe, she doesn't agree immediately. She needs more time to think about it. At night, while having dinner with her brother, she receives a call from the restaurant and is told her application for the job is rejected. Iris is very upset. Thinking of her brother, she agrees to join the game eventually. In Shepard's view, Iris doesn't have anyone to count on, and she is desperate, which makes her a perfect contestant for the game. While the doctor doesn't think Iris is suitable for the game, Iris lies to her brother, telling him she is not coming home tomorrow. The following evening, a black car takes Iris to Shepard's manor on time. When she enters the house, she sees 7 people are waiting there. The contestant Lucas and Angry Hair come up and welcome her. They helpfully introduce other people to Iris. Before the game starts, Shepard warns his son not to ruin the game. After the son promises his father perfunctorily, they come to the dining table together. Before the game starts, the bald butler asks them to hand in their phones and keys, then takes them to a dining room. During the dinner, Shepard learns that Iris is a vegetarian. He offers her $5,000 to have one bite of the steak. At first, Iris feels humiliated and refuses. He then offers her $10,000 to eat the steak and foie gras. This time, Iris compromises. Shepard is happy to see Iris compromises her principles. When Shepard sees the old man doesn't drink, he asks him why. The old man tells him he used to be an alcoholic, and he has been sober for 16 years. He had an accident many years ago because of drinking, and he doesn't want to recall it. Shepard offers him $10,000 to drink the glass of wine before him. The old man seems annoyed. Shepard then gives him another option. If he drinks the whole bottle of wine, he can get $50,000. The old man is tempted. He doesn't like Shepard, but he really needs the money. So he swallows his pride and drinks the wine. Now people realize Shepard takes pleasure in using money to manipulate people's choices. Shepard doesn't care how uncomfortable the guests are. He then explains the rules by taking the man in a nice necktie, a war veteran, as an example. When the necktied veteran is offered the choice to kiss either the smelly Iris or the horny gambler attacked with a sparse beard, he has to make a choice. Otherwise, he will be considered eliminated. So that is how the game is played. The contestants are given options by Shepard. If they refuse to choose, they will lose. If they are incapable of continuing the game, they will be eliminated. Each round there is a time limit. They have to make their decision in 15 seconds, or they will be eliminated too. By the end of the game, there will be only one winner. Shepard tells them if they change their mind, they can quit now. The old man stands up and wants to leave, but as he looks at the money on the table, he sits down. The game officially begins. Shepard's butler presents them with an electric shock machine. The old man realizes this is not right. Just when he attempts to leave, he is shot dead by the bald butler. Other people didn't see this coming. They are all panicked, but nobody dares to leave. They have to stay and play the game. In the first round, there are 2 contestants. They have to choose between shocking themselves or the other person. Angry Hair, Lucas, and Iris choose to shock themselves, while the rest choose to shock the other person. The first round finishes. Shepard lets the contestants have a break. When the group is having a discussion, Shepard's son proves them with disrespectful remarks. The necktied veteran stands up and retorts upon him. In the son's eyes, they just come here to get his family's money, so they are in no position to talk about morality. Soon the second round begins. People find that the necktied veteran seems to become Shepard's target of punishment. In this round, everyone has to choose either to stab the person next to them with an ice pick, or whip the necktied veteran 3 times. They all choose to whip the necktied veteran, who looks gay a little bit. The necktied veteran is badly injured in the back. The rest of the contestants suffer great mental pressure. The necktied veteran passes out because of the pain. Sparsebeard chooses to stab the old lady who is paralyzed, for he knows if he stabs the necktied veteran one more time, the necktied veteran may die. However, Sparsebeard hits the old lady's femoral artery by accident. He hurries to dress the cut under the guidance of others. The game continues. The old lady stabs in the thigh the girl with long whipping hair as revenge, who shocked her in the previous round. Whipping Hair is angry, and she hits the old lady back. Then, Shepard allows Whipping Hair to stab anyone. Hearing this, Whipping Hair walks towards Iris, who has been protected by others. Out of jealousy, she stabs Iris in the waist. Iris huddles herself up because of the pain. In the meantime, worrying about Iris's safety, the doctor comes to Shepard's manor with a weapon on his own. As the winner of the last game, the doctor is familiar with this place and evades the security guard easily. He slips into the basement and enters the manor. Sparsebeard finds that the old lady has passed out. The bald butler checks on the old lady and realizes she dies of losing too much blood, and he takes her out of the room. Shepard blames the old lady's death on Sparsebeard. Now it is Angry Hair's turn. He chooses to whip the poor necktied veteran because of his gay look. After that, the necktied veteran is removed from the game, for he is dying and incapacitated. While Shepard is talking to the bald butler, Lucas indicates Iris run away in a low voice. Suddenly, Lucas and Angry Hair stand up and cause distraction. Iris runs out of the dining room with the ice pick. When cornered, Angry Hair bursts into anger, but didn't expect Shepard would take out a gun and shoot him. Now Angry Hair is dead, and the rest are controlled by Shepard again. Iris runs to every room, only to find that every window and door is shut. Then, she hides in the basement. Just when she is escaping from the window, Shepard's son appears and wants to rape the smelly Iris. Iris resists fiercely and stabs the son in the thigh with the ice pick, but unfortunately misses his balls. The doctor hears them and comes to rescue Iris, but he is shot dead by the bald butler before he could take Iris out. Iris returns to the dining room under the bald butler's escort. The bald butler tells Shepard what his son did in the basement. After checking his damn son's wound, Shepard apologizes to Iris for the hormone assault. The third round begins. The bald butler wheels in a big barrel of water and gives everyone an envelope randomly, with an unknown punishment written inside. If they don't choose the envelope, they must choose to be submerged underwater for 2 minutes. Sparsebeard is the first to be selected by Shepard. As a gambling addict, Sparsebeard analyzes Shepard's psychology with his gambling experience and chooses the envelope decisively. His punishment is to light off a firecracker in his hand. Sparsebeard thinks he can survive this round and feels relieved. But when he sees how the firecracker is, he is scared. To prevent him from releasing the firecracker, the bald butler wraps the firecracker to his left hand in tape. With an explosion, his left hand is blown up. Sparsebeard dies of a heart attack caused by the shock. The next one is Lucas. Considering there is no way he can hold his breath for 2 minutes, Lucas chooses to open the envelope. On the card, there is a picture of an eye, so Shepard asks him to blind one of his eyes. Lucas can't accept such a harsh punishment. However, he has no other choice but to cut his eye with a blade, with the bald butler's gun pointing at him. Lucas screams in pain and finishes his round. Iris is not the gambling type, so she chooses the barrel challenge. The bald butler starts the timer, then pushes Iris's head into the cold water. Iris tries her best to hold on and thinks of the dream her brother shared with her. Her brother's soft words echo in her ear and calm her down. Iris survives the challenge, which impresses Shepard a lot. Out of curiosity, Lucas opens Iris's envelope. Her punishment was to have all of her teeth extracted. Hearing that, Iris finds herself lucky to make the right decision. As the last contestant, Whipping Hair opens her envelope. There is a barrel pattern on the card with a number 4 on it, which means she has to be submerged underwater for 4 minutes. When the challenge finishes, Whipping Hair is not breathing. Now there are 2 contestants left, Lucas and Iris, in the final round. The bald butler flips a coin to decide who goes first. Iris gets the chance to choose first. She can choose to either end the game and leave with Lucas empty-handed, or shoot Lucas to win the game. In this case, her brother can get the chance for treatment, and she can get a large sum of money. Realizing his life is in her hands, Lucas begs Iris to listen to the reason why he came here. However, when Lucas begins to say he has 3 younger sisters to care for, Iris, who has been silent, suddenly shoots him before he can finish his wordy smelly man shit. Lucas dies, and everyone applauses for Iris. Shepard promises that he will arrange an operation for her brother this week and sees her off warmly. Exhausted, Iris returns home with the prize. She has a shower, trying to wash away her tiredness and sin. The next morning, however, Iris discovers her brother killed himself by overdosing on pills, as he didn't want to be a burden for Iris any longer. Iris cries and loses herself in endless pain. This is Daniel CC Movie Channel. Bye.